day 16 out of 16 days completed for our master practitioners in NLP, hypnosis, timeline therapy, NLP coaching. How amazing! And we've had so many graduates graduating today, and it was absolutely fantastic. Fantastic job, everyone. I am so proud of you guys. I'm so happy that so many of you, today we worked on hypnosis and Dave Elman hypnosis, Ericksonian hypnosis, and Ericksonian hypnosis, and Elman and Estabrooks. So it was so interesting, the authoritative ones, and then the ones that are a little bit more inductive, and the soft ones, and the hard ones, but we don't do that. So I'm really, really excited because it just fills my heart that we have so many more master practitioners in this world that's going to be, elevating our planet. And thanks to Doctor Adriana James and the late Dr. Tad James, I've had the privilege of training under these beautiful, beautiful souls and beautiful coaching assistants. I've been working alongside the master trainers. It's just been such an absolute honor. So, what did we learn today? Today was hypnosis, and we also learned to do some pendulum work, which is pendulum for helping you with your health issues, regulating your body systems, regulating your immune system, hormone issues, just people who have, even today we did one with students who wanted to see better without their glasses. I sometimes have my glasses on because I need to just make sure that I get the I's and the T's dotted, and it's my own self-limiting belief that I have. I know what it is, but anyway, that's my story. And I've been focusing on healing my health from having fibroids. So now I don't have them because I've healed myself with the pendulum. That's my clear quartz pendulum. Cost me a bit of money, but it's absolutely good. And it helps me to also, when I'm not sure about something, it's actually not hypnotizing me. It is a biofeedback mechanism, just like kinesiology, but it's not. It's like a biofeedback mechanism. And people who do pendulum with their eyes closed, it's not really it's not the way it actually works. Your eyes have got to see the pendulum. It's got to see where the bottom of the pendulum is going, so it can give you a biofeedback to the micro muscle movement in your finger. And that's how we get such accuracy with the work we do, because it is a biofeedback mechanism. So a lot of you would do a body pendulum, which means like you think about it and then a question, and if it's a yes, you go forward. If it's a no, you go backwards. A lot of people use that, but sometimes it's not really your unconscious mind, it's your conscious mind that's wanting that outcome. But when we use the feedback mechanism, you got to be really, pre-framing the client into having their unconscious mind working, and not the critical faculty in the conscious executive functioning of the brain. We don't want that. We want to go into the unconscious levels. So that's how, with a trained hypnotherapist, you can do this. So hit me up if you want that. If you want to improve your life in any area of your life, because I'm trained to do that, and to give you amazing results that, you come in with something and we blast that off and you got something even more amazing. So it's fantastic work. I want to invite you to take that next level in your life. And if you think that hypnosis and all that, you don't want to do that, that is totally okay. But just make sure you know what you're saying no to. Because hypnosis these days is modern hypnosis. They don't use that horrible stuff that used to be in the past, in the 40s and stuff, where it was imposed. We don't use those techniques the way they use it. And of course, you know, when they brainwash people, they obviously at that time when there was that going on, they had to, if you brainwash somebody, you had to use chemicals that's going to put them in an altered state to brainwash them. So we don't do any of that. We do not do that in our school of hypnosis, and we use modern hypnosis techniques and not the old-fashioned core ones that they had before. So you're safe. And you know, people say, oh, you have to have the will, and if you use hypnosis, you're going to be not having your will power. And that's not true, because if I ask you right now to shut your eyes and then now open it, that's your will. That's not me doing it. That's you doing that. You opened your eyes. You shut your eyes. You decided to listen to the suggestion that I gave you. So at any time during hypnosis, you always have that control. You always have that willpower. And your automatic system inside you will not do anything that's not congruent to your value system. Right? So if I told you, oh, take this knife and poke your hand with it, it's not going to happen. Like delete. It's not going to happen, because you're not going to do that. That's a bit silly. Like your unconscious mind will say, well, that's going to hurt me. I'm not going to do it. So you won't be doing that. And that's just simple. It's just common sense. But that's in modern hypnosis. But you know, you really have to check out who you're studying with, who you're doing your work with, because really you can take a knife and people can do two things. They can use it for a good way, or they can use it for a bad way, and it depends on what you do with that tool. Like, people can have their word as a tool. You can either lie or you can tell the truth. So that's how it is. It's up to you. You get to be in control of your life. You get to say what you want. And some people say, oh, well, I don't want to use hypnotherapy because I don't know what's going to be coming into my unconscious mind. Well, in our school, my school of hypnotherapy, you get to suggest to your unconscious mind what you would like to implant and suggest to your unconscious mind that you would like to be like. And, you know, having a healthy body, that's not something bad. It's something great. And if you can overcome your suffering in a good way, why not? And if it's going to be faster and easier, of course, I would do that. And that's why I'm into this work, because we've been told so much by the TV, good old TV, and the marketing, advertising, and campaigns that, you know, buy this, buy that, unconsciously. That's why I don't put my TV on for those ads. We turn it off. Even if you're leaving the TV on during the ad break and you go away, but you're still listening to what's happening on TV, those are unconscious suggestions that you're actually listening to. That's even worse than saying, hey, I'm not listening to that, I'm not listening to that, I'm not listening to that. But when you're away and you're cooking or something during the ad breaks and you think, I'm not. But as long as it's in the eye or the hearing distance or line of sight, line of hearing to your ears, your unconscious mind is taking it all of that in as suggestions. So be careful what you're listening to. And the other thing is, that comes to the point that be careful of what you're saying inside your head. But what are you listening to? You're listening to your own voice. And how do you speak to yourself? How do you speak? What language are you using to speak with yourself? Are you being kind? Are you being beautiful? Are you talking to your unconscious mind like a beautiful child? Because you should. How you nurture your child inside you is how you play out in life. So you should be nurturing your beautiful inner self, your inner child, because God knows she or he needs it. And you know what? It's the most magnificent way to live. And that's how you get freedom. That's how you get peace. And I can tell you, I live that. And I'm so happy. And you know, the world, the universe provides for you when you're living and resonating from that place, because it is the most spectacular thing. I don't have to go anywhere to feel good. You know, it feels good already. Okay, and today I had the most amazing group of friends, coaching assistants, master practitioners in the whole wide world. And I had a spectacular day because these guys are resonating at a different level. And you know what? I want to have those kind of people all over the world. And I want to train people to enjoy that path with me, to think for ourselves and think broadly, think outside of the square, not linearly parallel. So we're not saying I want this life or that life. I can have both lives. I don't have to have this present or that present. I want both. Yeah, it's more an and life, and I'll have this in my life and that. It's not like I'm going to finish my children are going to finish schooling and then I'm going to go and live my life. No, I can't have both. I have my life now and my children can finish their schooling. I can have my business and I can have my family. And I'll teach you how to do that, because we do a thing called values. And then we do a thing called parts integration with our values. It's so fun to start living your life with success. It's so fun to see so much more come from the universe to you without much of that hard effort. Somebody else telling you what to do whole day. Somebody else, going, do this and that. And then you don't even get the appreciation. And I want to tell you, you can have your own business in coaching, work your own hours, and I'll teach you how to do that, how to set up your own business, and how to think outside of the box, how to release your own limiting beliefs and decisions, because I've done that. And now I can tell you that my clients are absolutely happy. And I can also tell you that each one of them are on a different level of achievement than when they came to me. And I can tell you every single one of them, because every single one of them has had success, and even more success than they ever thought that they would have with anybody. And I reached out to a guy day before yesterday, and he was my previous client. I was just checking in and telling him about my courses, because he is not online. And he wrote back saying, "Oh, wow, you've changed my life again and again and again." And he's forever grateful. And I'm like, what? I haven't even spoken to him for a year and I'm still changing his life. Well, of course he did. He did in the work. He put in the work, but he's implementing everything. And I can't wait to speak with him. So I'm so excited, because now this program is finished and I can. So I'm really happy. I'm really, really happy. I want to share this stuff with you. And, right at the end, I got to say goodbye to these lovely folks. And it's a little screenshot of everyone. Not everyone, but most of those people in the room with me, who served with me, who have graduated, and so happy for them. And I wish you can join me for doing this work, changing your life and changing your family lives, changing your work environment, having a real impact in your life. Because if you listen to what's going on in the world, there is so much uncertainty. And when you can create your own life, you create that certainty in your life, no matter how hard it is. We had one lady, her name is Coach B, and she is in Bahrain, in Lebanon, where they're shooting and killing and the war is going on. And she's actually was still with us in our master practitioner training, and she's one of the other coaches. And I tell you, if you want to change your life, you have to get out of your comfort zone, and you have to believe in yourself, and you have to do the work, and you have to stay committed to your purpose, to your goals, to what you want to create. And I tell you, there was bombs outside her place. I don't know how she does it, really. She's an amazing, amazing woman. Bombs outside of her place, and the windows shattered while she's still in this training. That was last year, and this year she was talking about it, that the windows were shattering while she was still doing this training. It was totally hair-raising, the amount of belief we have in this system of thought, this system of communication, this system of changing our own lives and changing our world around us is totally out of this world. Like, it's totally, you've got to see it, you've got to do it, you've got to know it. It's like riding a bike. I can tell you everything about riding a bike, but until you do it, you don't know. You really don't know, and you don't know how to balance the bike, because until you do it, you don't know. So you can read all about NLP, hypnosis. You can, go and get a hypnosis session from a hypnotherapist. But until you actually do it from the back end, it's really fascinating. It's like magic. So it's so good. I want you to come and join me on this part. It is totally amazing. You can do it together with whatever you're doing still. It will just enhance whatever you're still doing by tenfold. I can promise you that. Tenfold. And your happiness level tenfold. Like, hands down. I'm going to speak with you next time. I'm going to speak to you tomorrow. So today, what did we learn? Hypnosis. How amazing the pendulum works with your health, and what great friendship circles do you want to make. We don't talk about how beautiful the day is. We just talk about how beautiful our lives are. How amazing is that? We're not bored by boring conversations. We have some deep-hearted, deep-structured goals and things that actually make a difference in our lives and other people's lives. So if you want to come and jump on board, my training is starting on the 28th and 29th of June, the Saturday and the Sunday. If I got the dates wrong, it's Saturday and Sunday. Come and join me. It is free for only this first time ever, and it is going to be the one time ever, and it's not going to happen again. So it is free for this particular training. And then I have a certification program. It's a 4-in-1 certification, and talk to me about it, because it will change your life. It'll change your life and your family's life and everyone around you. And you will understand why people say the things they say, and then how you can respond to that if you want to. You don't have to. And we teach you that too. So let's talk. I love to hear from you. And have a fabulous, fabulous day wherever you are. And have a beautiful, peaceful sleep tonight. And you will.